Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is. Not legal advice, KNOT. Uh, like, subscribe, share, please. Uh, this this particular video is about another update into MMTLP litigation, and it's a update as to my case. And before I get to that, notwithstanding that I'm not particularly fond of this update, but so be it. But the joke for today is what type of shoes do lazy people wear? The answer, loafers. Again, thanks for little Bruce T out there for that wonderful joke. So last night I received, after filing, I think we were on about 75 filings just in the federal court. So that's a large number of documents. And last night I received a partial order. And again, it's a partial. So it's a partial order from the judge. The order basically was that the judge ordered the fidelity portion of the dispute to arbitration. After I got that, I made the demand. So there's the demand for arbitration. I intend to pursue that against Fidelity to the extent I can. I'll pursue all relief. I have a certain agenda I don't want to disclose at this point in time. I hope to have members of the MMTLP community in California participate also. So we will see how that works. I thought that was a likely outcome or possible outcome, but I thought because of the unique circumstances that it was worth taking a shot to see if we could go after Fidelity in federal court. And perhaps a different judge will rule differently, and that's part of what I'm bringing to you today here also. So just quickly, before I go into what the arbitration is, as to DTCC and FINRA, the court found that they're notwithstanding, and I have to be careful about what I say because we're still before the same court, and the arbitration that I will be conducting against Fidelity will be under the jurisdiction of the same court. But the court found that they were immune, and the court was aware of all the facts through the FOIA reply in great detail. But they found that, notwithstanding that they were immune, that it was a business purpose, that it was within their regulatory administration, and therefore they were immune. So the claims against Fidelity were dismissed. Now, one thing that wasn't decided was there were some non-monetary claims that I also asserted against Fidelity, DTC, and FINRA, and the court elected not to decide that. So it may be the case that there could be immunity as to non-monetary claims. And I am going to review that and consider that, and it might be helpful for other people in other jurisdictions. And again, because someone else might bring the same case under the same facts in a different jurisdiction before another judge and might get a different ruling. So this is just one judge, one partial ruling. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do as to FINRA or the DTCC. I'm strongly considering filing an appeal, certainly as to the immunity issue, but I have not decided since it's fresh. I really haven't thought about it. As to Fidelity, I absolutely am going forward with the arbitration. It will likely be before a 3-person panel. I will be asserting the claims that I did in this matter, plus I'm going to withhold those from disclosure right now. But my plan was all along that if I was forced to arbitrate it as opposed to just do a limited matter in court, that I pursue all my claims against Fidelity as to the entirety of the account, and that may go beyond just MMTLP. And I hope to undertake full and extensive discovery through the arbitration. Now, again, an arbitration is like a mini trial. It's depending on the amount at issue, it's either before a 1 or 3 judge panel. In my particular matter, it's going to be a little confusing because I'm certainly going to object to the extent it's a FINRA controlled arbitration, but the arbiters themselves are not FINRA personnel, but they are paid by FINRA. So we'll have to see how that goes on. But further, it's basically an informal trial. There'll be some level of discovery. I will try to seek as extensive discovery as I can. In other words, depositions, documents. I'm certainly going to continue to seek the blue sheets, certainly as to fidelity. And I'm going to make that request probably today again to the counsel who I've requested the arbitration. So there'll be testimony. It'll be like a mini trial. It's private, so there probably are not cameras allowed. The results are generally slightly muted, so to the extent that I prevail, I would probably get less in an arbitration than in a public trial, and that's why it's forced that way. But I have other reasons for pursuing it in arbitration, which will become obvious as we go on. I will advise everyone of every step I take in the arbitration, from the claim filing to the proceedings themselves. So to the extent that anyone else is pursuing arbitration individually, if that's what they elect, in their own state, from their own broker, at least they will have the benefit of the experience that I will be sharing with them. So it might be less burdensome. And to the extent you have counsel, that counsel will have access to what's going on in my particular matter with fidelity. And as to what I decide to do as to FINRA and any appeal, of course, I will let you know about that. And obviously, and this is part of what service I'm trying to provide, I'm going to be fully apprised and stay fully apprised of all the legal proceedings that are going on as to MMTLP and the naked shorts. And I will do videos and provide tweets that discuss and analyze all those actions and explain it for the group and provide, hopefully, clarity, which is the idea. So, one bump in the road, not going to stop me. We're going forward. It's just another day in paradise. We all knew this wasn't going to be easy. One of many, one bump, but it just makes the resolution, it's going to make the resolution even sweeter. Doesn't impact my opinion as to whether a resolution will be reached. I still believe that strongly. So anyway, arbitration, I will keep you apprised. It's a mini trial with testimony, somewhat limited discovery, private, slightly muted. There might be issues with a FINRA controlled arbitration, and of course I will tell you what I do. And I will be using and involving members of the community that are in California to participate also. And I've at least addressed one of them. So, I was bummed for 15 minutes, but that passed, and just going forward, like everybody else. So everybody, have a great day, and take care, and transparency for all. Take care.